Hey everybody, it's Tim, the Beast of the Marching Arts. Look who I'm here with, Jason Robb.
Yay.
Jason, how are you?
I'm doing great. Great to see you in my state. I'm always seeing you in Orlando, or I'm seeing you online, and I get to see you in my home state.
I am in San Antonio, in your home state of Texas.
I'm excited.
And wow, it's been quite an experience here at TMEA.
Is this your first TMEA?
This is my first time.
Oh, how's it going?
It's been overwhelming, but awesome. I feel like I keep seeing new, and like, oh, I like that person. Oh, I see that person. Oh, I like that person too. I'm having a really, really good time.
Have you eaten any good places?
I have not been able to do that yet, but I'm going to work on that because there's tons of great food around here.
We'll talk about that after this. I'll tell you where to go.
Okay, so everybody knows that, well, first off, Jason is helping at Marching Arts Education by hosting some webinars. You're doing an awesome job.
I'm excited. We got some really exciting ones coming up. Robert Saladen, the head band director at Leander High School, is
That's this Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
It's a couple days.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I just had a meeting, I didn't tell you this, with Pete Beckert, who's the drill writer for the Mandarins, and we figured out his webinar. It's going to be great. He's going to talk about how he does choreography, how he does drill writing, indoor percussion. I think it's going to be really neat, and how he's gotten into all those things, and then how he helps band directors kind of do some of that stuff on their own. It's going to be great. I think that's March.
Well, that won't be helpful at all.
Yeah,
no, don't watch that one.
I think it's going to be March 17th, I think.
Okay, watch the website, sign up for the newsletter, as you know, and that way you can. Okay, so. I mean, we really have to talk about MADISON. You're the new program coordinator for MADISON. I got to tell you, if you've done nothing else, there's this buzz. Like, everybody wants to know.
Yeah.
So, are you excited about it?
It's been a blast. I'm really excited. The team's fun. The educational staff, the admin team, and of course the design team are great. But the members, I'm so excited. Actually, I can't. We have camp.
There's a camp starting today. Oh my gosh! This is Valentine's Day. There's a camp starting today.
Daniel Montoya is about to fly.
Is it killing you that you're not going?
Well, we have All-Staters here, so that's my heart. So I'm here with them. I am going to make sure that I'm, on my phone texting, making sure I know what's going on. But it's killing me a little bit not to be there. So it's okay.
So you guys released a list of not necessarily the music, but the sources, the composers,
the
artists.
Yeah, it's made famous by or composed.
That created quite a buzz.
Yeah, it did.
You guys are so on trend.
Yeah, well, it's diverse for sure.
It is, but I mean, like, come on, Billie Eilish just wins like every Grammy in the world, and like.
Wednesday,
she's in the show.
That was
there it
purposeful.
was,
and we knew it. When we decided, she's so hot, and we went when we were going through the design process. Daniel and I were sitting down and talking, and really it was almost like unanimous. Like we were watching the very first design meeting, all her music videos, and her aesthetic musically and visually fits with what we want to do. So it was perfect. So.
That's a clue.
Yeah.
That's a clue.
Yeah,
okay.
Well,
really?
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah. So, I mean, she's so creative. And the thing I love about it is, have you seen the documentary? You should watch it. It's on her brother's social media about how they actually make their music.
No.
I mean, they make her music in their like bedroom from their childhood with probably the same equipment you have in your studio to compose. It's crazy. They're basically just using an iMac with Pro Tools. It's awesome. So for us, it was really cool because that's the future of music. It's just it's in everyone's hand. Anyone can do it. Every music for everybody.
So we know there's something connected to Billie Eilish in the show.
That is correct. Yeah.
So tell me some of the others. There's a little Don Ellis, right?
There's a little Don Ellis. So Don Ellis,
Don Ellis,
Scouts.
Famous for the Madison Scouts. Have played a lot of Don Ellis.
Yeah, we've been playing Don Ellis for years, and so when we were going through, we wanted to make sure we were diverse. We needed to include something that was from the jazz medium, and that you're
going to like that.
Yeah,
everybody's going to like that.
Yeah,
and it's very scouty.
Yeah,
it's very scouty.
I was just talking to someone else about this. The funny thing is the Madison Scouts have always. Right now, there's it's like one of those drum corps that has a lot of history, and we think about looking back, but when the Madison Scouts were at the front of the activity, they were doing new stuff. Like a new musical would come out, and then they would program
That's true.
And so they were doing, they were literally programming musicals and things right after they came out. So we're trying to do a mixture of way new, what's popular right now, and looking back a little bit. So Don Ellis, we're excited about that. Also doing some James Brown. Excited about that. We got to get the vibe going. It's going to be great.
That sounds fun.
Todd Turgi, this Norwegian DJ.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, so you can just put it on Spotify or put it on Apple Music. Todd Turgi.
Sorry, I'm not hip enough.
Yeah, it's his last name. It's Terji. And sorry, that's not right. Terji. And he's just this Norwegian DJ that's just incredible. And we just fell in love with some of his tracks. And we were actually looking at like a specific type of music. And we just found a bunch of different people that sounded like him, and the tempos of what he was doing really fit for what we wanted with the effect. And so we just started listening to a bunch of his music, and we fell in love with one of his tracks. It's going to be hip. It's going to be very cool. excited.
You heard a clue there. They said hip.
Yeah. It's
Of course,
cool.
Madison Scouts have always had a certain sort of hip thing going on.
Yeah.
Especially in the years when they are most scouty.
Yeah, the Scouties.
I
Well,
have
that was a Josh Wint one. So the Todd Turgey thing was Josh Wint, our visual coordinator, came with that one.
Really?
Yeah, all of us kind of brought something to the table.
Good, Josh.
Yeah, Josh is good. So he may be staying up in a club and he found that tune or something. I don't know. Maybe someone wanted to do it for indoor drumline and that's where he found it.
So I'm going to interrupt you and say that here on the floor at TMEA, someone has given a small child a zuzuvela or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
Don't do that, people. Don't do that. But anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that giant honking sound. That had nothing to do with us.
Yeah. So we're really excited about the composer list, the artist list.
It's very exciting.
And
People are talking. People are talking.
Well, when the Grammy stuff came out, we were talking about at the beginning we should release it so everyone knows what we're going to do, just so they get an idea of what they're looking for. And then when she had all those Grammy nominations, I said, it's probably likely that she's going to win something, and we should go ahead and release it in the week of the Grammys because of her. And that's the reason we did, and really it's not just Billie Eilish, it's her and her brother.
They're
Phineas
like a team.
Yeah. So he's involved in all that too. We
So
almost
then-
released it, Billie Eilish and Phineas, but we just decided to do Billie Eilish. So
Well, that's the name everybody knows.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But everybody knows they're both.
Yeah, Nina Simone too. That's the other one that we're doing. That's she's fantastic, and I've been listening to her music since I was little.
When are we going to hear the names of the tunes, Jason?
Not for a bit.
Is it going to be like third day? Like, is it first
June.
show?
Like June.
All right, it's going to be a while.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a while.
And you guys know why that is, because unfortunately drum corps crowds all get up in arms if they know. But you've been bold to suggest as much as you have.
Well, that's what you know me. So I'm trying to. And here's the thing
This
for me.
is not a skittish man.
Yeah,
This is
well,
not a skittish man.
I'm really excited. I'm an alumnus of the Corps, and I just really care about the members and what's happening. I also care about like the history of what we're doing, but I want people to know that we're not messing around and we're going to be prepared. So, we'll see when we get to June, but we're really excited about the work that we're doing. Matt Hahn and Ryan Ellis are doing. I mean, Daniel Montoya's doing a great job, but Matt Hahn and Ryan Ellis, their stuff's coming out. We have about 8 minutes of music done, and the percussion, electronic
8
stuff.
minutes already finished.
Yeah, they're gonna run probably. They'll get 8 minutes done this weekend. They'll get to run it. So we're just about done with the show. It's gonna be great. Met with the prop guys today here too. Yeah,
we're not fooling around. Props.
Yeah,
props. Did you say they're going to be props?
Going to be props on the field. I met with our prop builders here. Their company's here, and so I met with them yesterday. And we got the prototype view. I'm going to make a couple adjustments, but we have a design call on Tuesday, and we'll get all that finalized. And hopefully, we'll have them at April camp. So it'll be great.
What about uniforms? Has that been decided?
What
you're going to be wearing?
We haven't finished it all. We have we have parts of it are in prototype phase. So we actually made a pretty big change to what we were going to do a couple days ago, and so we're kind of made some tweaks. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited about it. Yeah. So I think that's about as much.
What else
can
can you
that.
tell me? What else can you do? That's it. That's a lot. That's a lot. It tells us a lot. It tells us a lot. So we know there's going to be props. We know they're going to have some sort of clothes on.
So one thing I get asked a lot. The Madison Scouts have been rehearsing primarily out of Indianapolis, Indiana, for the last few years, like 10, 15 years. We are moving a significant portion of everydays back to Wisconsin, which I'm really excited about.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's going to be really cool to get the members into Madison on some free days and also concerts and things. And also,
Madison is such a great city.
I know, and we're not going to be
great city.
So going into the first show, our first show's at Whitewater, which is a historic stadium. We're going to be able to rehearse on that campus.
Did you ever perform in Whitewater?
I did. My second year marching, we did every days at Whitewater.
Really?
Yeah. So we're going to get to do some spring training there in that stadium, which
really?
is historic. I'm excited about. I already told Chris Comnick, the executive director, that when we go there, I want the whole Corps sitting down in front of the plaque that talks about the first DCI championship, and that's how I want to start our time there. Is get they need to know the history of that place. It's going to be cool.
We don't do enough teaching of history.
Yeah.
I mean, drum corps pretty good about that.
Yeah. It's going to be.
Yeah, but that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, and then so the whole design team will be there the week that we're there. It's going to be great, and we're excited about everything that's happening. Just trying to take it slow and steady, make sure that we're really thorough and don't leave any stone unturned. So that's where we're at right now.
But they're not fooling around. They've been working on it. They already have 8 minutes of music completed. Yeah. They're learning it at the February camp over Val. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You feeling good about the membership that you acquired and who's in the Corps and the level of talent? How are you feeling?
So last year we had about 230 students audition to be in the membership, and this year, I mean, we're well over 600. I think I haven't looked at it for about a week or so.
Wow.
I think we're approaching 700. But don't quote me on that. But I mean, we've over tripled our numbers, and the members are super excited excited. Every camp, I get to sit down with them and whatever design team is there. We talk about the show. They're able to ask questions about it. The educational staff is doing a great job with them. It's very impressive to me on how much they've been able to get done in 2 or 3 days each camp. So I actually hung out with the visual caption head, Tim Darbone, longtime Blue Devils visual staff member.
Super talented guy.
Yeah, he's our new visual caption head. We hung out 2 nights ago talking about it. He's actually about to fly up to go to camp right now too. So we're really excited. They're doing great work. And it feels a little weird to not be, because I'm a teacher at heart, so it's weird to not be so hands-on and just let them do it, but they're doing a great job.
But that's the way this works.
That is.
You are the coordinator of the team, and you find these fantastic, talented people, and then you let them do their job.
Right, that's
which
correct.
is something everyone watching needs to do with the people that you hire. Or if they don't do a good job, then you shouldn't have hired them, and don't hire them again.
So we have camp this weekend. It's percussion and brass, and then March camp is brass only, and then April camp, the full core will be there. Will be all of the guard percussion, and we're going to start learning some of Noah's drill, which is going to be great. We're going to try and have 2 minutes to learn. I mean, he wants to write the whole thing before spring training. We'll see how that goes. We are for sure learning drill at April camp, which will be great, and then we move in on May 17th.
So is the guard still being decided? Like a lot of times, that's the group that's added last or decided last. That's right.
Over half of them are contracted. I think we have 18 or 19 contracted, and then there's about 40 or 50 students coming to audition for the final spots.
Which is typical for drum corps.
Yeah. Jennifer Lisseth and her team, incredible. I actually probably have the most communication with her out of anyone on the design team. I think I've told you this before. The show concept was her idea, Jennifer's idea. So we're designing by committee. So it's not my vision; it's our vision.
All on you, Jennifer.
Yeah, no.
I mean that's awesome.
No, but she's.
But you're right. You've mentioned so many different people having input and making contributions. That's exciting.
She's awesome, and we talk very regularly, and she's kind of the one that's driving what the aesthetic is going to be visually and what it looks like. Her and I, but she's kind of the brainchild of what she wants. She has a vision in her head, and I'm excited I'm excited for her to finally get back to the guard thing in April and get to do what she's really amazing at. Not that she's not amazing at designing, but she hasn't seen the members since December. So we're excited to have the guard back at camp in April. It's going to be great.
And when Jennifer was deciding on the aesthetic, you did make sure that she knew that we all want it to be very scouty.
When we come on the field,
I am beating that dead horse, man.
When we are on the field, there will be no mistake on what drum corps is standing there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! That's what we want. That's what we want. I mean, come on. Yay! I can't wait. I'm excited.
I'm not going to tell you if we're wearing anything on our head, but I will tell you it's going to be definitely look like the Madison Scouts. We're going to be unapologetically Madison.
Well, how could one be apologetically Madison? That seems like anyway.
I think we've all seen enough band shows to see an apologetic band show. So we're going to be unapologetically Madison. It's going to be great.
Point made.
Yeah. So I suspect 90 seconds into the beginning of the show, I'll get a text from you that says they're very scouty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I look forward to doing that.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
First show is where?
Whitewater, Wisconsin.
Okay.
I believe it's June 21st.
Is that going to be the one that's on the telecast?
It is not.
It's not.
That's where the first show after the telecast.
Okay.
I pushed hard to get on that telecast, but apparently we had to wait. We had to wait.
It's all right. It's all right. We can wait. We're going to have the whole summer to enjoy.
That is true.
All the scoutiness of the Scouts.
Yeah, very scouty.
Thank you for all your hard work. I know it's like it's a lot of responsibility that you've been given with a corps that so many people really, really love. That we all, I think everybody wants it to go really well. And I appreciate the work.
Well, that means a lot to me. And I'll tell you, when I've talked to a lot of people over there, and we talked in November, was our podcast. We talked about the Madison Scouts.
Number one podcast of 2019, by the way.
Wow.
The most popular podcast. This guy. Talking about Madison.
That's because everyone wants the Madison Scouts to be good. And I'll tell you that everyone is.
Mostly, but you were good too.
I love the Madison Scouts. All I want to do is have them be good. We can't wait to see what you guys do. It's been very, 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 very supportive. So, all this talk is great. Hopefully, everyone loves what we put out on the field in June. And just remember, support all the drum corps because those kids are all working hard and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, no matter what you think about the show, think about the kids. They're working hard, and let's support them all.
Yeah, buy tickets to shows. I love flow marching. Watch that all summer, but if there's a show near you,
got to go live. You got to see it live.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody knows this. Drum corps, you have to see it live. It's a completely... And every time I have these... we're doing this whole rewatch series right now.
I love it.
Super fun. But every time we're on the rewatch series, somebody goes, I saw this show live, and it changed my life, and this is where I fell in love with drum corps. They didn't... Rarely is it a videotape.
1999, I was at my high school stadium in Richardson, Texas.
That was your first show?
My first show, 1999. I saw the 1999 Madison Scouts play Jesus Christ Superstar. And that's the moment that I knew I wanted to be a Madison Scout. Right when the rifles go up, right on the resurrection, and boom, it hits, and the horn lines in the company front coming forward. It's incredible. I mean, I
that's a great moment.
Goosebumps right now.
That's a great moment. That's a great moment. That's a very Scouty moment.
And that's a big push for DCI. We had the Janual in January, and it was a rules congress, so we were talking a lot about rules and all that. But another thing that we were focusing on is how do we revitalize and get more people to the smaller shows. The ticket sales at the big shows are really good, really full, but the shows in the middle of the week that are at random high schools. So if you have a show in your community, go get a ticket and go, and it means a lot.
Take your friends and band directors. Take your whole band. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How are they going to see what's possible if you don't take them?
Yeah, and it's it changes the environment a lot when the stands are full. So the ticket sales are doing well in DCI, but the smaller shows could use more support. So
all right, there you go. There you go, everybody. Make sure you have to make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yay. Jason, you're doing a great job. Thanks for talking. You're a good talker.
I appreciate it.
And watch for Jason on webinars.
Monday nights.
Marching Arts Education. Thank you for doing that, too. It's awesome.
Thank you for inviting me. It's great.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching.